This is 7th grade verbs, helping verbs. A helping verb helps the main verb express action or a state of being. So many people in Africa can speak more than one language. Your verb is speak, that's the main verb. But can is a helping verb because it's helping the verb speak. The packages were sent to 401 Maple Street. Sent is your main verb, but were is acting as a helping verb. Kansas has been named the Sunflower State. Named is your main verb. Has been are both helping verbs. And the ball should have been caught by the nearest player. Caught is my main verb, but should, have, and been are all helping verbs. So notice that you can have more than one helping verb in a sentence, but they help the verb show tense or state of being. So here are examples of commonly used helping verbs. Notice at the very beginning, am, is, are, was, were, and any forms of to be are in this first box. Those are also linking verbs, but they can be used as helping verbs in some sentences. Also, you have the forms of do, does, did, have, has, had, and other helping verbs like can, could, may, might, must, will, would, shall, and should. And have, has, had, if they're by themselves in a sentence, they're an action verb. But if they're helping, they can be helping verbs. Some verbs can be used as either helping verbs or main verbs. So here are a few examples. Do you like green beans? My main verb is like, but do is acting as a helping verb. But in this sentence, do is my main verb, and did is acting as the helping verb. She is arriving at noon. Arriving is my main verb, and is acting as a helping verb. But in the next sentence, is the main verb. There's no other main verb in that sentence. Have they arrived yet? Have is a helping verb. Arrived is my main verb. But in the next sentence, there is no other verb but have. Have is the main verb, and it's an action verb. And where has he gone? Has gone are the verbs. But in this sentence, has is the main verb. There's no other verb but has. Sometimes a verb phrase is interrupted by another part of speech. Often the interrupter is an adverb. In a question, however, the subject often interrupts the verb phrase. So here are some examples. Our school has always held a victory celebration when our team wins. Here's your main verb, held. Has is your helping verb. And always is an adverb, so that's not a verb at all. But notice where it is. It's located right in between the two verbs. Did you hear Jimmy Smith's speech? Did is my helping verb. Hear is my main verb. But this is actually the subject of the sentence. It's not a verb at all. Should Anita bring her model airplane to class? Should is a helping verb, bring is your main verb, and Anita is not a verb. And Ken does not have a new desk. Does is your helping, have is your main verb, but the word not is not a verb. So other words that are not verbs, never is not a verb, ever, always, usually. These are all adverbs, so they add to the verbs. Often adverbs in and ly. That's an easy way to know that it's an adverb. Not every word that ends in ly is an adverb, but lots of them are. So here's helping verb and main verb practice. Number 1, have you ever visited Redwood National Park? My main verb is visited, but my helping verb is have. The words you and ever are not verbs at all. Number 2, the giant trees there can be an awesome sight. Be is my main verb, and can is my helping verb. Number 3, for centuries, these trees have been an important part of the environment of the Northwest United States. Been is my main verb, and have is my helping verb. And the last one, surely these rare trees must be saved for future generations. Saved is my main verb, and both must and be are helping verbs. Now I want you to notice something. We know that all these are helping verbs. We already identified that. However, the main verbs could be either an action verb or a linking verb. In sentence number 1, This visited is an action verb. But in sentence number 2, that word be is a linking verb. In sentence number 3, it's also a linking verb. But in sentence number 4, this word saved is an action verb. So notice that helping verbs can help either action or linking verbs, depending on how they're used in the sentence. So that's 7th grade verbs, helping.